Melissa Etheridge reveals powerful words from Chris Stapleton that inspired their new duet, The Other Side of Blue. Duets aren't really Melissa Etheridge's thing, but something about Chris Stapleton made her change her tune. The rocker, 64, teamed up with the country star, 47, for an emotional track on her new album, Rise, out now, titled The Other Side of Blue. Etheridge tells People that she's often asked about who she'd like to duet with, but typically isn't interested. And yet she felt drawn to Stapleton's writing, his view, and his voice, she explains. The Grammy winner had never met Stapleton, so she had her manager reach out, and his quick yes thrilled the star. Etheridge headed to Nashville, and before long she and Stapleton were sitting down together and swapping stories about their wives and children. She lives in L.A. with her wife Linda Wallum and her children, while Stapleton and his wife Morgan are parents of 5. I talked about my 4 and how I have 3 now, and I said I'd lost one to opioids. And he said, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And I said, No, he was my greatest teacher. I've learned so much from him," she recalls. And Chris looked at me and said, "Wow, Melissa, you talk in song." And that's the first line of the song. Sometimes I listen when she talks in song. Etheridge's son, Beckett, 21, died of opioid addiction in 2020. She is also mom to daughter Bailey, 29, and 19-year-old twins Johnny Rose and Miller Stephen. As they shared more details of their lives, The Other Side of Blue began to emerge with lyrics that reflected her grief journey. The chorus is, "Sometimes there's dreams that won't come true, but it's brighter on the other side of blue," she says. You gotta keep knowing that there's better coming. This pain or loss is there to learn from and grow from, and you'll be grateful for it someday. That's what it's about. Rise is Etheridge's 17th studio album and her first of all new material since 2019. Call You was also written for Beckett, while the song More Love she wrote to sing at her daughter Bailey's wedding last September. "I'm 64 now, and I think I've lived a lot of life, and I've seen things come and go. I think I can say I have a bit of wisdom now, and I see a lot of the fear and pain that my world is in, and I want to inspire because I know how much can inspire."